St. Paul. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number one for podcasting. KFAN, an iHeartRadio station.
Too many times. I've seen it all before.
Here's some Briggsy. Pay out of pocket.
Opportunities for
This
you
the guy
to
whose
be
mom had him send
a
us
stereotype.
That's cool.
And live
So
up to the
Briggsy's
hype.
mom is a listener to the Power Trip, and she sent him a text and said, "Hey, you should send your music into the Power Trip. They're playing local music," and so he did. So thanks,
This is
Mom.
cool.
Now
Yeah.
your history, you're getting no sleep and spend all your time on THC.
Like Jack Johnson or something, right? Jason Mraz.
Yeah.
You've got to pay
that right there, you're right. Nailed it. Yeah.
A little bit like
Always guessing where will you end up.
a little bit like Chumbawamba and Vanilla Ice and OMC and Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, and OMC. Yeah,
But better.
Yeah.
But better.
Then you played it again.
Every
Briggsy.
Thursday
Nice
on the
job.
Power Trip Morning Show, we talk to Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network. We do Vikings news / NFL news with .com Tom.
Tom?
Hey, the stream worked. I had zero faith since Zach's the one who sent me the link, but here we are. We made it.
There he is.
There we
Look at
go.
how good you look. Look at you.
Yeah, how about
Oh,
that?
I got an echo. Maybe I'll take that out of that. No.
Now I've got You're making it worse, Hawk.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Just hit all the buttons.
Whoa.
Any ideas there, Lecco?
Hold on. Let me plug in headphones. One moment, please. Corey, kill some time.
Yeah.
All right, kill some time.
I'm gonna watch him. Look at
Rhode Island, neither a road nor an island.
You know what, dude?
Discuss.
I don't have a spot in my place that looks as cool as his does behind him.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, he's got
a
the cool
football
lighting.
back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and helmets. What are those
Yeah.
helmets up there?
Man.
I think once
All right,
it's
how about
on
that?
the
Are we
network-
sounding better?
That's
that good?
much better, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds great.
There you
All
go.
right.
That we'll take that.
It's all a big experiment. Yeah, the helmets. So basically, 95% of this stuff back here is not mine.
Okay.
They put everything back there. The only stuff that is mine, it's a little bit blurred right there, but those are my original starting lineup guys up there. So we got the Boz,
Yeah.
we got Dickerson, Jim Everett. We got Darren Nelson back there as well.
Nice.
So you can tell somebody got one on clearance back in the day. And this is actually a real thing. So in a few weeks, I'm moving, and they have to figure out how to disassemble this and move it into the new house. And so we've had multiple conference calls on the subject, but I think we got to figure it out.
So wait a minute. When you say this is what the NFL Network wants your home to look like. They want the listeners to think that behind you represents you somehow.
Right. It's actually a false wall. It's built in front of the wall, covering up the window. And so I was told it's mid-century modern. There was a podcast a couple of years ago where Peter Schrager, one of my colleagues at NFL Network, did. He had Paul Rudd on, and Paul Rudd did an entire bit about how much he likes the triangles in my set, because I do have a lot of isosceles triangles back there. So we haven't changed it. 6 years and running here.
Where are you moving?
Closer to you, actually. Just moving a little bit west of where I live right now.
All right. 'Cause
that's cool.
We're like, 5 minutes apart now. Now we're going to be even closer and still
I think
not
we'll be
spend time together.
A solid 2 minutes. Yeah, exactly. So come over. We'll hang. We'll do it.
All right. Let's start with the defensive player of the week in the NFC, Jonathan Grenard. He is younger than Danielle Hunter. He's a little bit cheaper than Danielle Hunter. But, man, we all were excited about the possibilities, even if we weren't super familiar with his game. But, what a start he's been off to the first 3 games. 4 sacks, 3 of them on Sunday, and he was just everywhere. And that was the same way like against the New York Giants. He was all over the field against the Giants, even though he didn't rack up the stats. But on Sunday that changed with 3 times getting to C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, and he had a nice little revenge game factor. He's going up against the offensive line and players that he knows pretty well, and he absolutely took advantage of it. I think that Jonathan Grenard was such a fascination because he's young and he's very talented, and the question was just is he a 70 snap a game type of guy? Is he going to be able to do like the high volume stuff? But if you think about how Kwesi has really approached the roster here, in a lot of cases, it's been find that guy who has the traits, who has the productivity, who's younger, who, even though you pay a lot of money for him, there's more upside than, say, bringing back a Danielle Hunter, who, of course, went to Houston in free agency and happened to put that low hit on Sam Darnold that had the entire state holding its breath there for a second. So, Grenard's he's a very intelligent guy. You guys know him, and listening to him after games, like he's very thoughtful, engaging type of a dude. They got such a good locker room there that you're always worried when you pay a lot of money for somebody who's not in the locker room. What are you bringing in? With Grenard, you're around the guy for 5 minutes. You go, I get it. Even beyond the football, why this one made sense for the Vikings.
The Vikings should 100% prepare to face Jordan Love, right?
Well, I wouldn't say 100% Sauce, just because, the Packers last week really went through the week and believed that Jordan Love had a shot to play in that game. The very first week, coming off the Brazil game, when everyone in the world said there's no way he's playing, when Matt LaFleur was going to the podium and leaving the door open, that was legit. So every week that you get further along here, Jordan Love is getting healthier. He's getting closer to returning. The original timetable was 3 to 6 weeks. There was always optimism, even when they were on the plane back from Brazil, that maybe he was going to be on the shorter end of that spectrum. Well, this Sunday would be 23 days since the injury, so it's basically right on 3 weeks. There's a couple of steps left here. One, the Packers doctors, who historically are very conservative, need to clear him. I would anticipate that would be something that would happen, just because it's an MCL sprain. It's not the type of an injury where if you go out there and play on it, you're going to make it worse. MCLs can heal while you play. You brace it up, and you're not going to be as mobile as you normally would be, but you're probably not going to make it worse. So that's one step. The second step is Jordan Love, in concert with the medical staff and the coaching staff, has to say, I feel good about this. I'm ready to go. I feel like I can protect myself. I feel like I can function. Those steps haven't happened in these past couple of weeks here. So I would fully anticipate we're going all the way into Friday, maybe Saturday and Sunday, with, uncertainty, at least externally, about what's going to happen here. The Packers knew pretty well by last Saturday that Jordan Love was not going to be able, or was not going to go in that game. Where are we at by the end of this week? How does he feel on the field? Those are the unknowns, but there's also, it's the Vikings. They're 3-0. They're coming to Lambeau Field. If that's not the type of game that gets you, pumped up and you want to be out there, I don't know what would be.
Tom Pelissero is our guest, and he's brought to you by Bell Bank. Bell Bank is giving one KFN listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choice. You can nominate a charity of your choice right there at KFN.com for your chance to be selected each week. Then tune in the Power Trip every Thursday morning. We're going to tell you at 7:40 during Tom's segment which charity in person was selected. So go to KFN.com, put in the keyword Bell, and you'll find out more information. Tom, we've got a great bunch of coaches on this squad. In fact, one of the things you can say about this squad is how much fun it is to watch what the defense does week in and week out, because you really just don't know, and neither does the other offense. That said, Brian Flores is probably on a lot of people's short list to be a head coach next year. Or is he? What is your feeling about the league's thoughts on Brian Flores right now?
Well, listen, whenever hockey gets the opportunity to go in and interview for jobs, there's going to be a lot of questions about what happened in Miami, not just the comments by Tua, but there was a lot of that stuff in the ether. Anytime that a coach who is as well regarded as a tactician as Brian Flores gets let go after his third year, you're going to have natural questions, and they're going to find that there are some people that, Flores absolutely rubbed the wrong way in Miami. He has said himself that there's some things from a leadership perspective that he would need to adjust moving forward. But if the Vikings continue to do what they're doing, there's no reason to believe that Brian Flores is not going to be a head coaching candidate, even at a time that he's still got active litigation against the NFL and against several teams. I was down on the sideline in the final minute of that game against the Texans. And, for anybody who hadn't turned off the TV yet, because I'm sure a bunch of people already were going, this game's over. CJ Stroud's out. They got Davis Mills in the game. They still have Diggs and Nico Collins. The receivers are still out there. But it's a 27-point game, and the Texans are still throwing. They're trying to score. So they get down inside of the 10-yard line. It's a fourth down. Again, it's a 27-point game. And Brian Flores is stalking the sideline like this is for the Super Bowl. This is a big play. He was not going to let the Texans get a cheap touchdown on him. So what does he do? Calls a blitz on fourth down, and they get in Davis Mills' face. And it's an incompletion. And Flores was pumped up. He was hugging everybody. He goes out on the field. I'm standing out there waiting for Aaron Jones. And Flo and I make eye contact. And he goes, "You already know, Tom. You already know." He was absolutely jacked up. That was just, they had just finished off a 3-point game. He is intense. He is dialed in. He is really, really smart with football. Absolutely, Brian Flores should be a head coach in the NFL again. I believe that he will. be head coach in the NFL again. The really interesting thing to watch here will be, again, it's early in the season, right? It's 3 games, but the Vikings are still playing like this. And if Flo is having this type of success, how many interviews does he get? Where are those interviews, and how does the process go? Because again, there's some things that he's going to have to answer, but there's no question he's a hell of a football coach.
Speaking of Miami, what do you think they do at quarterback short term, and how long do you think Tua's going to be out?
So on the second part of that, Sauce, Tua is out till at least, I believe it's week 8. So end of October, because he's on injured reserve. They could have not placed him on IR, which would have, because they got a bye. Their 4th game after the injury was a bye. So they could have said, hey, 3 weeks plus the bye, that's a month. Let's keep him up. But they wanted to, as they have throughout the process, remove the anxiety of, the week-to-week timetables and the questions. He's still going through seeing specialists this week. Continuing to seek answers on his latest concussion. In terms of when he could get back, that's all going to depend in part on the feedback. But the advice that they had gotten, and every doctor is going to say this when you have a player with a history of concussions, which is, you probably need a month to make sure that the concussion fully resolves. He's still got to go through the protocol. He's still got to get cleared by an independent neurologist. He's going to take all the feedback from the other doctors. But, Tua wants to be back on the field. I mean, look at last week. He makes the trip across the country. It's like, a 6-hour flight to Seattle. He's on the sideline. He's got an earbud in, listening to the plays. He's over there communicating with his teammates. That's permissible. I actually checked with the league on this. He's treated like any other player on injured reserve, which is he can't participate, he can't practice, he can't be on the field, can't go through warmups, but you can be on the sideline, he can be in meetings, and he's been doing all that stuff. The doctors cleared him to do all those things, and that's what Tua wanted. Basically, what the doctors told him was, hey, if you're feeling good, go about all your normal activities, just not the on-the-field football stuff. And so Tua's in the building, every day when he's not out seeking medical feedback here. I would really anticipate that Tua, again, pending clearance by everybody, pending Tua feeling good about it, will be back on the field, and potentially it could be by the end of October, early November. In terms of what they do in the short term, they liked Skylar Thompson, what they saw from him back in the preseason. He won the job over Mike White as the number 2 quarterback here. But obviously there's not a long track record on Skylar Thompson. He got beat to a pulp in that game the other day. He's got a really painful rib injury. We'll see over the course of the week if he has any chance to play. It seems like coming out of the gate, probably not, which then your options are Tim Boyle, who's a practice squad quarterback. We've seen Tim Boyle, good guy, smart enough to be, your third stringer. You probably don't want to play with him in a game. The guy who's actually played and had some success in the NFL is Tyler Snoop Huntley, who brings a totally different type of an element to the table in terms of you can run them, you can do designed runs, you can run zone read. Maybe it's kind of like, going all the way back to, Kyle Shanahan's days when he was in Washington and you were just, throwing out a lot of your offense, which is very similar to the Mike McDaniel offense. And you were running different concepts with Robert Griffin III because that was what his skill set was. McDaniel trained under Kyle Shanahan for a long time. Is there a way that you can come out and maybe surprise people by running totally different stuff they've never seen the Dolphins run on tape with Snoop Huntley? They play, I believe it's a Monday night game. And so that'll be really interesting to see. Right now, just my guess, I would say Snoop Huntley gets the start this week. Where does it go from here? That'll depend in part on how this game goes, the health of Skylar Thompson, and ultimately what type of feedback they're getting on Tua, because you're not going to pursue a long-term, big trade type of situation if you think Tua is back in a month or so. If they start getting information that, hey, it might be longer on Tua, then you got to start thinking, okay, what are some of the bigger, bolder moves we might have to make?
Couple final questions for Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network, thanks to Bell Bank, and then we'll wrap it up. But Tom, Trevor Lawrence, $55-ish million a year. He's getting his ass kicked in Jacksonville. They've lost 1 billion straight games this year, 0-3, and he has a completion percentage of 52.8, and he's thrown 2 touchdowns through 3 games. Do we have immediate buyer's remorse in Jacksonville with Trevor Lawrence's contract?
Well, listen, 0-3 is bad, Corey. 0-8 is worse, and that's Trevor Lawrence's record in his last 8 starts, going back to the end of last season. The Jaguars were 8-3 at one point last season. They seem to be in control. People were talking about them. Hey, are they the biggest threat to the Chiefs in the AFC? The only game they've won since was when Trevor Lawrence was out and they started CJ Beathard in like week 16 or 17 last year. Trevor Lawrence wins is not a quarterback stat, but he's certainly a big part of what they do. 0-8 in his last 8 starts. So that's the same guy who had lost his last 5 starts last season, who they paid that $55 million per year. I was certainly in the camp where I was surprised that it got to that number, matching the highest APY at the time of any contract of any player in the NFL. Because you've seen the good of Trevor Lawrence, but you've also seen the bad. I mean, it's been a roller coaster ride for him so far in his career. These are the moments now where your highest paid player, your best player, has to play his best. Trevor Lawrence hasn't played at his best. There's going to be a lot of pressure because 0-3 is enough of a hole in the season. 0-4, you start to get to like that historic level where your playoff chances are diminished to under 1%. So this is a big game this week. There's no doubt about it. And they got to go face a Texans team that's still licking its wounds from the beating the Vikings put on them last week.
Tom, you're the best, dude.
Thank you.
Appreciate you showing us your false wall, and we'll talk to you next Thursday.
Am I going to see you in Green Bay? Are we going to hang out?
I will be right here in front of the false wall delivering the news on game day morning, Sunday morning. But,
well, if you want to StreamYard to me, I'll come to you right from the stadium.
Beautiful. I'll do that. Well, yeah, we can experiment. We can see how many echoes we can get there.
I love it.
Thanks, Tom.
See you, man.
All right, Tom Pelissero, links to Bell Bank.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, please go ahead and nominate somebody. Go to KFAN.com and put in the keyword Bell right there and search for it. And nominate a charity to pay it forward thanks to our friends at Bell Bank. And by the way, I want to say real quick, a shout out to Ruby Clone. Everybody wear red on Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesday for Ruby Clone, who's doing some battling of her own. And is one of the Bell Bank families.
What a cool name.
Yeah.
That is a cool name.
Good luck to Ruby.
Yep, absolutely.
Another really cool name is Parker Fox. I would like to nominate you, Parker Fox, to get $1,000.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, NIL.
You have to give it away.
Okay.
You have to pay it forward to charity, but I would like to give it to you.
That's what I'm going to do anyway, Hawk.
Oh, good.
Yeah, exactly.
Adorable.
Good.
That's kind.
Parker Fox is here. The Power Trip Morning Show returns with Fan 5. And look, Sauce, you guys shook your head. You doubted me. I'm going to be rich. I'll explain why after this Power Trip Morning Show. Super filthy rich after this.
Phone on the wall and no time for frame.
Nothing to see.
The Fan.
KFAN, Total
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
By Time with Family.
From the gas pumps in Granite Falls to the ice chest in Isanti, the Minnesota Lottery's Viking scratch game is here. These are the concrete coliseums where we challenge chance and chase glory, where we pursue our passion and dare to dream. These are the stadiums where we come to play. Get in the game.
Know that it is lights out, which means if you have a dashboard light on and you would like it turned off, they're the place to go. They're the people that can help you do that. They will turn that dashboard light off, run a free computerized, if I could just say it, free computerized diagnostic. They want to figure out what's going on with your vehicle, and then they'll give you a no obligation estimate in terms of what it's going to take to get that light to stay off. I've done that in the past. I'm sure you've done it a billion times. You see that light on and you procrastinate because the car seems to be running fine. That light's on for a reason. And why not figure it out instead of just guessing or assuming the light's going to fix itself? Drive into any of the 45 Luther locations during lights out all month long, and they will turn that dashboard light off for you. LutherAuto.com. It's lights out at Luther.
Standard Water repairs foundations. Cracks in your basement walls, bowing walls, or settling foundation? Standard Water is the foundation repair expert since 1977. Free basement foundation repair and waterproofing estimates at StandardWater.com. StandardWater.com.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Bush. Head for the mountains.
Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch. Busch Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Thanks for calling Pronto. How can we help you get huge rebates and tax incentives by replacing your old air system?
Sounds way too good to be true.
We thought so too, until we saw the results.
It's official. There's more government and utility money up for grabs than ever before.
Get at least $5,000 in rebates and incentives.
Just by upgrading to a new high-efficiency comfort system.
Call Pronto now.
Talk to a rebate specialist.
And find out how much you could pocket.
No strings attached.
Visit ProntoHeat.com.
I'm Tyler of Arthur's Jewelers. What does it mean to be your jeweler? It means our work is our passion. It means we treat you as you hope to be treated. It means that if we ever get it wrong, we'll be sure to make it right. Arthur's Jewelers, we want to be your jeweler.
Ben's Appearance is sponsored by Lexus of Wayzata and Maplewood.
From the Your Boat Club Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Farm Bureau Financial Services.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we'll help you bundle your auto and home coverage, saving you money and time. Find us at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Fan forecast.
High of 85 today and sunny.
Hey, it's Barrero. Catch me at 3 o'clock today on the Fan.
I'm sorry.
80 Thrive today?
80 Thrive.
80 Thrive.
I love it. That's
Isn't
my
it really
favorite
supposed to be in the 80s today?
Yeah,
That's too
Yeah,
much.
just
Oh, no.
The
Too
next 3 days, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Zacharu.
No, I just want to talk about the fact that the Power Hour is in fact live at kfan.com/watch. You watch Tom Pelissero. And plenty more, all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
All right, let's do Fan 5.
Hold on, before we do, please, can I have 1 second? Parker.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
Parker, you were sitting right there. They show your lovely lady on the big screen.
Oh, I heard about this.
People cheer, they stand up, they go crazy. And all I see is a little bit of your left eye.
Lopez.
And I'm like, that's Parker. He's a big deal, too. He's right there.
No.
Pan over.
It's okay.
And they never panned over.
How come you're not famous enough? You're on this show.
Yeah.
And you're on the Golden Gopher basketball squad.
Taylor's been on this show, what, twice maybe?
Yeah.
Is it twice? Something like twice.
Doesn't seem fair.
That doesn't seem fair.
It doesn't.
But I recorded a really good video for her, and she'll have that for the rest of her life. So
You know what? You're a good man.
it's not about me, Hawk.
I mean, they can widen the shot, though, and say Taylor and Parker, right? Like,
They could have done that.
We just talked about that.
Twin Cities power couple. Why not? Why not? Come on.
That's all right.
You know what?
Maybe
I
the
love
next
it.
one. Maybe the next one.
I love how good you are about it.
Hey, you're the best.
You're the best. I could see you over there. I was looking at you for a long time.
Yeah, I was looking at you too.
I was watching you.
It's getting weird.
I was
Live
watching
together.
Every step he took.
You want to move in?
And kiss.
Yeah, but I get scared at night, so we'll have to share a bed.
It's okay. We can cuddle.
I like that.
He doesn't shower before bed. We found that out.
I don't shower before
And you
bed.
told me earlier his genitals are warm.
It's cold and warm.
Cold and warm.
The quiet storm.
I said that?
No,
That was a conversation in this room.
Okay, because I didn't remember saying
It was
that.
a conversation that would make Tommy go, Jesus.
Yeah.
and make them want to buy donuts.
Yeah.
It makes me go, Jesus, because I'm
guys-
thinking, is he in 2 different time zones downstairs, if you know what I'm talking about? Is that why he's cold here and warm there? What's
No.
going on?
Something about cream-filled donuts. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, I
And
do love those.
insane.
I do love those.
All right.
Yeah, they're great.
I love them.
I got one last
Hard
week from
pass.
Bogarts.
You can tell.
A+. No, I'm fat as hell. I'm beyond fat. I don't care. I'm bracing it. God, you guys gang up on me like I'm Hawk's sister.
Oh, see? That's why I do it, because you won't stop it. Yeah, it's my favorite show,
How
the
is
OC.
she?
I don't know. She can't talk.
What's her? Wow. Too many hot dogs?
Cat got her tongue.
Whoa.
Not a cat.
You guys.
What? See? Oh, see?
Hey, do you guys want to bet on the...
I want you to be quiet, please. Can we just thank you?
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Builders and remodelers.
Thank
Thanks.
you. I was rude. What do you want to talk about?
Hold on. Let me look it up.
Yeah, see, I'm
Yeah,
glad
take your
never
time.
mind.
No,
It's just never mind.
Cor, do you want to bet on the President's Cup? The golf bit?
What the hell is the President's Cup?
It's a golf thing.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Nah, big deal.
to see these two do it.
Yeah.
No
See,
thanks.
Pat Kessler gets it.
No.
Sayonara, suckers.
What
I don't
do you mean,
need
no?
I don't need to gamble anymore. I'm going to be crazy rich.
See?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's going to be rich, remember?
Ah, sorry.
No need to gamble.
People are waiting
rich.
for that.
How?
Hi. ungodly amounts of money coming my way just because 10-year-old me had the foresight to keep every Mark Jackson card that existed. You guys can laugh all you want, but I have 13 or 14 Mark Jackson 1990s hoops cards, and we've talked about this in the past. That is the card that was famous because the Menendez brothers are sitting front row in the back of the card. There's Mark Jackson dribbling the ball, and front row, Eric and Lyle Menendez. And somebody back in the day figured out the timeline works out where this is after they killed their parents. Paul, your hand's up.
Never mind. Keep going. I thought of something, then hold on. Just keep going. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I'm going to stop until you figure out what you were going to say.
No, just keep going. I don't have anything to say.
That was weird. You raised your hand, which I thought meant Wood Hawk. But so far, I just mentioned Mark Jackson and the Menendez brothers.
Woodhawk?
You guys, though, you guys have been watching the Menendez brothers series on Netflix, right? Monsters, the Ryan Murphy series.
I stopped.
With Javier Bardem. And you guys have said it's disturbing. Zach likes episode 3.
5 episodes. My goodness.
It's tough, right?
Yeah, I stopped watching it.
Newfound interest in the Menendez brothers has those cards skyrocketing. Ooh.
They're up to...
So check this out. A handful of years ago when it kind of first started to go viral, you could go on eBay before eBay shut it down, and you could get a Mark Jackson 1990s hoops card for somewhere between $5 and $15.
Okay.
And then eBay's like, hey, well, they're known murderers. You can't profit off of murder or serial killers. So they shut it down. Now they've loosened some policies so you can sell it now. These 1990 hoops cards of Mark Jackson, since the Menendez brothers have been in the news the last couple of weeks, have seen pretty rapid growth. If you have a PSA 8 grade, I don't know what mine are graded. It's not like they're in perfect condition, but they're in pretty good condition. A PSA 8 grade right now, Menendez brothers Mark Jackson card is somewhere between $30 and $50 a card.
Okay.
A 9.
Yeah, I'd say those two right there are 9s.
A 9 is between $50 and $100. And if you have a PSA 10 grade, if you have a perfectly kept Mark Jackson card, a couple years ago, it was going for about $265. Earlier this week, one went for $530. And then just 2 nights ago, a new record on Wednesday, a Mark Jackson card with the Menendez brothers went for $600.
That's pretty significant. You think you got a 10?
I don't know. But again, I have about 14 of them.
Wow.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, man.
Good for you.
So, look, I know the Menendez brothers are a little bit bitter because they are claiming Ryan Murphy is telling lies and that some of that that series is inaccurate.
Well, they don't come off great. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm here to say is, Eric, Lyle, thank you.
My God. You're not going to maybe watch the show.
Fair enough.
I don't know what's real and what's not. So all I know is that my cards are skyrocketing. So whatever you did, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I'm not here to judge. That's not my job, right? That's for judges. I'm here to profit off of those Mark Jackson cards. And sure, you're in the background.
Yeah.
But if you're the reason those things are going through the roof,
don't do it.
Thanks.
I knew you were going to do it again. Don't. I'd stop.
Yeah, I'd stop too.
I wonder if you remember the spending spree. You guys know what I'm saying? After it happened.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
I wonder if that was during that they were
the front row tickets.
Yeah,
probably
because that's part of what got them into big trouble. Is they were stupid.
Well, Parker, do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever heard of this card before?
Yeah, I just looked up the card, but you can see them pretty clear in the background.
They're sitting right there.
Definitely them.
Yeah, you can see them. That's definitely them. I don't know the story too great, so
they killed their own parents.
Yeah, pretty
cold blood.
Pretty badly.
Huge story around 1991-ish. National news.
Brutally killed them.
Yep.
In warm blood.
Close range shotgun shots.
Yeah, blood is pretty warm.
Yeah.
Yep. So, but again, based on the timeline, they were at that game after they had killed their parents, but had yet to be arrested. Just hanging out front row.
Yeah.
And then that's the card that Hoops picked, not knowing that the Menendez brothers were sitting front row and that they were murderers.
Wow.
Wow, that's weird, man.
That is weird.
But now.
But you're going to sell them.
I would. I'd sell them right now.
Yeah, this is the highest they'll be.
And just tell everybody they're 10s. Who knows?
Right.
Right? Yeah. Somebody's going to be like, those are no 10.
Is there a chance they're going to kill more people, though?
One of them's an 8 at best.
Which one?
Eric.
Tough break for Eric.
Listen.
You watched more than the 3rd episode?
Yeah, I'm through 5.
No.
Oh, him? Oh, yeah,
Zach's just watched clips of number 3.
I've watched through 5 as well, and 3 a few times.
My goodness.
Speaking of money, Shohei Otani's 50-50 ball, the one that the 50th home run to make him the first member of the 50-50 club. It's going to be auctioned starting tomorrow. Man, this guy turned it around quickly.
Good for him.
So, according to reports, the Dodgers offered him $300,000. The Dodgers have not commented or confirmed that as far as I've seen. Maybe that's happened in the last 24 hours, but there are stories saying that they offered him $300K and he said no. The opening bid tomorrow is $500,000. The current, let's see if you guys can guess. Maybe you guys don't know this. Do you guys know what the record is? The current record for a baseball at auction of all time. Maybe you guys remember Todd McFarlane?
Yeah.
Comic book guy, Todd McFarlane.
It's like 1.7, wasn't it?
He claims he has this ball. I won't tell you what it is yet. This ball, and also owns Bond's 73rd ball and Sosa's 66th ball.
Can I ask a quick follow-up
Which kind of
question?
gives away what this one is, but go ahead.
That guy made that kind of money?
Comic book money is gigantic money.
You're damn right he did.
Especially at the time that Todd McFarlane was at his peak.
Yeah.
And all of the licenses and movies, because they made movies and TV shows and stuff. Yeah, he has millions and millions and millions.
What's the highest, or would they pay for this?
No, they haven't paid for this yet. This is tomorrow. So current record for the baseball that Todd McFarlane owns, I already gave it away. It's McGuire's 70th home run ball. How much do you think that was paid?
I thought it was 1.7.
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah, I was going to say
3.5.
2.7.
I'll say 1.4.
Zacho would have nailed it if you would have put an O in the middle. $3.05 million for the McGuire 70th home run ball. So here's what I think is interesting, though. Wow. The guy that had Aaron Judge's 62nd from a couple years ago? 62.
62.
Must have been 62 because it was Maris 61, right?
Yeah.
So the 62 ball, if I remember right, I think somebody offered him $3 million and he turned it down, and then he ended up getting 1.5. So he gambled. I think that's right. Somebody double check that. I think he was offered 3, turned it down, and got 1.5, which is still awesome.
Yeah,
but you shortchanged yourself. I think this guy is going to be correct in turning down the $300K.
Oh, yeah.
Because it looks like if the opening bid is $500K, somebody's going to pay at least $500K.
Dude, there's no doubt. That's a hell of a. That's never been done before.
Right.
If you're Otani, do you try to get it and buy it?
I think you try to offer at least more than $300,000.
Yeah.
So I saw something like the auction house has a buy now option for $4.5 million.
Oh wow.
But then if by a certain date it hits 3 and change, then that guarantee goes away and then basically goes back up. Because if it's ramping up,
yeah, exactly.
They don't want somebody to have the buy now option just locked in. So they have an out clause if it starts skyrocketing that they can go back to the bidders.
Wow.
So it looks like it's going to be millions, which is exactly why when it happened, we all said this. You should never give the ball back so you can get a cute picture with Shohei Otani and him sign a random baseball bat. That baseball bat, there's a lot of people that have autographed baseball bats. You only have one of these.
Correct.
You never say, sure, can I be friends with Shohei? No, he doesn't want to be friends with you.
No.
And that picture is worthless. The ball is worth $1 million or $2 million or $3 million. Keep the ball and run out of the stadium.
Do you think his former interpreter is going to bet on the over-under of how high this baseball sells for?
100%.
That story died, by the way, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Very fast.
Well, it sounds
the
like
feds came out and said, Shohei was innocent.
Yeah. Sounds like there's just nothing else to do.
Reliable.
No.
But I don't think they would be protecting him if he did anything.
I don't know. I think they might be.
Yeah.
The MLB would, but I don't think the feds would. The MLB absolutely would, but the feds have.
He's their guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You ever heard of the Lingerie Fighting Championships?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the LFC. It's huge.
Are you watching that right now?
I just got a press release saying that they're signing a broadcast deal with some.
Phenomenal.
Are you going to go?
Well, I mean, to my couch to watch TV? Sure.
I mean, that's going to be gross, though, watching dudes in lingerie.
No. It's women.
Oh.
Tommy's out.
Yeah.
He is?
Well, I mean.
Not yet. He might need a segment tomorrow.
Yeah. Depends on the day.
Yeah.
The Vikings and Packers play Sunday at noon right here in the Fan. The Vikings are 3-0. The Packers are 2-1. The Packers, though, are 3-point favorites on DraftKings. Over-under is 43.5. This is the 128th border battle. There are 5 undefeated teams left in the NFL. The Vikings are one of them. It's the Vikings, Seattle, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Kansas City. Aaron Jones going back to Lambeau Field. Maybe he'll do a Lambeau leap if he gets into the end zone. Malik Willis, maybe. Jordan Love, maybe. We don't know.
He said he would.
Sunday at noon.
Yeah, he did. That'll be great. I can't wait for that game. Packer-Vikings games are A+. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day on Sunday, a perfect day to sit inside and watch football.
Dang right.
And listen to it on the Fan.
Yeah.
Matt,
obviously.
I'll give you full report. We'll be on the, what time? 10:40?
10:45, yeah.
Yeah, right. We'll be on talking about breaking it down.
Derrick Rose is retiring. Former Timberwolf and former number 1 overall pick, Parker Fox, in 2008 out of Memphis. Derrick Rose, awesome career, right? Could have been even more awesome without injuries because he was dynamic.
He was one of the best.
Derrick Rose, done.
For the Wolves?
Sure did.
He did, yeah. He had a 50-point game with the Wolves, too.
He was the second best player on the Wolves that season.
He was.
I'll stand by that.
Yeah, him and Cat. They were actually, and I think he averaged, I think over like a month period, he averaged like 25 when he looked like himself again.
Yeah,
but
he was solid for a while. It's
I don't
just
know.
injuries.
He's one of the best, man. Those injuries.
First 3 or 4 years, it looked like he was a Hall of Famer.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
A little bit of Grant Hill syndrome, right? Where if you just stay healthy, you're probably one of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hill would have been one of the all-time greats, but he was
up there.
He would have been a Hall of Fame level player if Grant Hill had stayed healthy.
For sure. But yeah,
Knee
D-Rose.
problems or what?
Yeah, D-Rose did both knees, I think.
He got one of those like terrible surgeries, right? That it's not even in practice anymore.
Yeah, I think, the knee surgeries have changed so much over the years, and they're so complicated that it's like his was so out of date and kind of screwed him over. And then he obviously, he came back and had a good second half of his career, but he wasn't what he was when he started out.
But between the shoe deal and just his regular NBA money, hundreds of millions of dollars for Derrick Rose. For sure.
The Adidas deal was
$250 or something.
He got paid as long as he was on a roster.
Yeah, so he's made a ton of money.
That explains why I think of him as a college basketball player.
Yeah. Dominant. Just played 1 year, I think, in Memphis, right? I think it was just one.
Tore it up.
I think probably also because it was like Memphis.
Memphis.
It's like that a guy that good from Memphis.
It's basically Penny Hardaway and Derrick Rose. Right? I'm trying to think of anybody else.
Steve Lombardozzi.
And Steve Lombardozzi, of course. Yeah,
he did.
Oh, that reminds me, Saucy. I have one of my friends gave me an autographed Steve Lombardozzi card to give you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is it a 10 or an 8?
Do the Menendez brothers have front row seats in the background at the Metrodome in 1987?
I'll do some investigating.
Is Dahmer in the background?
Dahmer.
Well, in 87, Andrew Cunanan might be in the stands in the back of a Steve Lombardozzi card. Who else could? Dahmer could be as well. He lives in Milwaukee. Maybe he came over to watch a game at the Dome.
Maybe he did. Pick up fast food.
Looking for Dome.
Who else is in the area in 1987 that could be in the back of a Lombardozzi card?
When was Bundy killed?
Like 89 or 90?
Yeah, Bundy could have been there.
Yeah, he might have taken a road trip to Minneapolis just to see if there was somebody to kill.
Yeah, and plus they played road games. They might have done a
True, it doesn't have to be at the Dome.
Right.
Good point.
Thank you.
Lombardozzi traveled with the team.
He
He was allowed.
He sure did.
And again, just for Chris and Max, he was a real guy.
Again, I'll say it. I had no idea. But that's on me.
Another real guy is Kevin O'Connell, and every Wednesday the Power Trip Morning Show gets to interview him exclusively because we're best friends with him. He is the favorite on DraftKings to win NFL Coach of the Year, but we don't really talk football with him. We interviewed him yesterday. We'll replay that after this Power Trip Morning Show with Parker Fox on The Fan.
iHeartRadio brings you Global Citizen Festival 2024 from New.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
And $1,000. A grand in your hand returns next Monday on The Fan. The Fan. 2 men and a junk truck expects to exceed your expectations, leaving you with less stress at the same time, bringing you more space, more room, and more peace of mind. Head to 2menandajuncktruck.com today to schedule your junk removal service.
Ian Eagle here from Thursday Night Football on Westwood One. I'll be joined in the booth by Phil Simms as we kick off Week 4 with NFC East action between the Cowboys and the Giants. Dallas travels to New York after back-to-back disappointing losses at home. Now they face their division rival, who are coming off their first win of the season. Don't miss any of the action on Thursday night.
From the gas pumps in Granite Falls to the ice chest in Isanti, the Minnesota Lottery's Viking scratch game is here. These are the concrete coliseums where we challenge chance and chase glory, where we pursue our passion and dare to dream. These are the stadiums where we come to play. Get in the game.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
This is the story of the one. As a warehouse manager, her job is to transform chaos into clarity and to see patterns where others see problems. Luckily, she's got a partner who shares her perspective. Grainger offers over 1 million industrial-grade products, backed by real-person support and in-depth online resources, so she can tackle every task with precision and turn potential setbacks into streamlined success. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Weezer, Linkin Park, Green Day, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Alt 2K, and listen now. iHeartRadio, free never sounded so good.
iHeartRadio!
Wendy's breakfast burrito is everything you want for breakfast. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, bacon, or sausage, all rolled up into one warm tortilla. Want the boss of breakfast burritos? Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's.
It's Paul Allen. When it comes to windows and doors, there's only one name you need to know. Renewal by Andersen. They're the full-service window replacement division of Andersen, which has been building quality windows and doors for more than 120 years. Renewal by Andersen will help you choose the perfect windows and doors and provide expert installation. Best of all, they've extended their state fair sales event. Now, through September 30th, buy one, get one 40% off each window, patio door, and entry door when you buy 4 or more. That's 40% off. Plus, get an extra $150 off each window and door with no minimum purchase. Affordable payment options are available. Call 651-240-1010, 651-240-1010. That's 651-240-1010. Visit renewalbyanderson.com for additional details.
Calling all bargain hunters, Angela Warner from Warner Stellian with the sale you're not going to want to miss. It's the real deal clearance, and we're marking down tons of appliances at or even below cost. Floor model French door fridges, overstock laundry pairs, you name it, we've got it. Including exclusive extra savings of $50 to $500 for each appliance you buy, even our regular stock. This is your chance to score big on the brands you love and get it from the trusted specialists at Warner Stellian. But hurry, these deals won't last forever. Shop now at Warner Stellian stores.
If you like the outdoors, then you're going to love maintenance-free outdoor furniture from By the Yard. By the Yard is made right here in Minnesota and built to last with a 35-year warranty. Shop the showrooms in Jordan, Maple Grove, and Woodbury, or shop online at buytheyard.net. It's By the Yard. Life is better outdoors.
Here are some predictable things in Minnesota. Mosquitoes. Goodbyes that go from door to porch.
Gotta go.
To driveway.
See ya.
And of course, the UCare team and brokers helping members learn about Medicare supplement plans. Our plans cover medical costs not covered by original Medicare, all with no network restrictions, some of the lowest premiums in Minnesota, and medical bills as predictable as shorts in 50-degree weather. Find a broker near you at ucare.org. UCare, people-powered health plans.
Meat Sauce here for my amazing friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. They offer fresh ingredients, thin crust. They are family-owned. It's my favorite pizza. The sauce is incredible. The best part about 7th Avenue Pizza, you can find 7th Avenue Pizza at Coburn's.
You're free now.
Free to fill your feed with impossibly chonky chonkers. Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber Internet. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
Hey, it's Corey Cove, KFan, with some awesome news from my friends at OVO LASIK and Lens. If you've been thinking about getting LASIK, now is the perfect time to get to OVO, because they just keep doing what they always do, which is constantly winning awards. OVO has just swept the Minnesota Best Awards, taking gold for LASIK, eye surgery, and eye care. And that's not all. Dr. Mark Lobanoff has just been named Minnesota's top doc by Minnesota Monthly. So don't wait any longer. OVO always offers a free LASIK consultation. So that's right, you can find out if you are a LASIK candidate for free. Plus, OVO has the best price guarantee, so you know you're getting the best deal. And for a limited time, you can take advantage of 24 months of interest-free financing, no down payment, no interest for 2 years. It's pretty sick. Imagine living life without glasses or contacts, like in my case, for as low as just $4 a day. The legends of LASIK are at OVO LASIK and Lens. Dr. Mark Lobanoff and Dr. David Whiting. This is the place to go, so if you are ready to see the world clearly, schedule your free LASIK exam at OVOeye.com. That's OVOEYE.com, or call 877-OVO-EYES. It's OVO LASIK and Lens, OVOeye.com.
Shop Arthur's Jewelers. They have over 1,570 five-star reviews.
From the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios, this is the Power Trip on FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Hey, welcome back. Final segment, Power Trip Morning Show. Look at us live if you'd like to see what we look like. I mean, Max is right there.
Hey.
Hi, Maxo.
What's good?
What's up? I'm Chris, and over there, Parker, Zacho, Saucy, Corey, Cast of Thousands.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks to Quantum Fiber.
Hey, speaking of Maxo, check this out. So tomorrow, right, we're back to the norm when it comes to initials. Sauce, Hawk, Marnie, and Parrish playing tomorrow. Back to the normal four.
Yeah.
And $74,500 up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. $74,500 up for grabs tomorrow. But then next Friday, I'm out of town. Chris, you're out of town.
Yep.
Zach's out of town.
Whoa.
So Sauce is playing. Marnie's playing. Parrish is playing. Carly's playing. And Maxo makes his hosting debut.
Let's go.
No idea.
So I'm
now
gonna,
you know, Pat.
I'm going to throw a game in the old St. Paul Federal Credit Union vault and seal it. So it'll be obvious if Max or anybody else cracks it open to see what the initials are. That vault is legit, and it'll stay in there for a week.
Sweet.
They're dragging my ass.
Oh my God, Pat.
And Max does not get to pre-read it. Then he's got to read it, which is another reason, Sauce, I like Max hosting instead of you.
That's fine.
Because Max can read.
Yeah, he can read.
So that'll be
pretty good.
He's also kind to me, unlike you.
That is very true.
Have you consumed marijuana?
Yeah.
Not before the initials, though.
Oh, man. Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please have your attention.
What is it?
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story.
I'm a little man.
The end of an era. It's over.
What happened?
Hoda Kotb is leaving NBC's Today Show.
No
it's
way.
over for Hoda.
No.
Paul, your hands up.
Woodhawk.
1,000%.
Yeah, I mean, it's a going away present. Bye-bye. We just talked about this, and I think it's an important topic we need to discuss. Weirdest name ever.
Hoda Kotb.
And also pronounced exactly like it looks.
Kotb. The letter B.
Yeah, the B should be silent.
Yeah.
It should be
Right.
silent or like Kotb.
And it also...
Not Kotb.
It also sounds like something that Bart would call the bar and ask if she's there.
Brilliant.
I need a Hoda Kotb.
Yeah, that's good.
We talked about all this just during the
Yeah,
break.
we literally just did.
Just did.
And the fact that she didn't change it, because that's not a showbiz name
Right.
at all.
Is Hoda short for something? Otherwise, she has to be the only Hoda on the planet. Right?
Right.
I can't imagine what
Oh,
it is.
yeah, it is actually short.
For?
Hold on to these nuts.
Oh, nice. Nice
Thank
one.
you, Bart Simpson.
Got him.
Yeah.
But no, it is not.
He cooked you, Corey.
Like Yoda wouldn't name his kid Hoda, right? Even he'd be like, that's too dumb.
Unless he didn't like his kid.
Hold on to these.
Oh, hold on to
My
these.
God, Zacho.
That was phenomenal.
That's really good.
Great work, Zach.
Wow.
Sauce, you
in
do
the
one. If
blender,
Bart Simpson
Corey.
called the bar and said his name was Hoda.
Hello, Mo. It's Bart.
Yeah.
He didn't tell him.
Hoda.
Why would it be Bart? You're supposed to call with a fake name.
Oh.
I was Bar.
Hey, Mo.
Who's this?
Hoda. Hoda, how are you, Cotby?
No.
Hoda, how are you, Cotby?
What is going on?
I don't understand the bit.
Obviously. All right, every Wednesday we talk to Kevin O'Connell, the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. He is the favorite to win NFL Coach of the Year. He's a badass. We like him a lot. And every week we have a chance to ask him questions that have nothing to do with football. And it's better.
No idea.
That's true, Pat.
Kessler,
Yeah.
this is how you do an interview.
Yeah.
It's called a Power Trip Press Conference, and it starts now.
And now, it's time for a Power Trip Press Conference.
Hi, Kevin. How's it going, man? Kevin O'Connell. Look at that guy. Okay. Kevin, why are all those prostitutes standing by Dwayne Johnson?
They get off the rock.
Wow. You didn't even ask him why he's here.
Hot start.
Hey, Coach. I heard you and Tommy went to wrestling camp this summer. Oh, God. What did the camp counselor keep saying to Tommy and got you two kicked out?
Get off the rock.
All right.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow.
If that doesn't sum up the Power Trip Morning Show, that depresses me that you and I thought of the same joke. And
well, at least yours is more well-read.
You want to be depressed? Listen to this one.
Oh, no.
Hey, Coach. Talk. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Man, something smells funny. Anyway, hey, you went to high school, and I hate to say it like this, but it's true, notorious for having some very average-looking ladies. I don't know how else to say it. Enrolled. Was it hard to find hot ladies to date?
We hit some chunks when we needed to.
yeah. It's called slump busters, Coach. Those are slump busters. KOC, I've heard you say in the past that you are into nihilism, so I was curious. What do you think about life?
Like I said, it means nothing.
Hey, Coach.
You have to know the definition of nihilism to get that joke.
That's brilliant.
KOC did.
Very good.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, what makes great yacht rock?
Pulling the tempo back.
Yeah.
Okay, good. See? That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, you were telling me, Coach, that you listened to some old podcasts of the Power Trip Morning Show, and you heard the one where we did the IQ tests. And for some reason, you're about to give Meat Sauce another one. What would surprise you?
To get over 100.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You were listening.
That would surprise me, too. Kevin, is it true that you got drunk and threw up on a VHS of Varsity Blues?
There were chunks on the tape.
Oh, brilliant.
Don't puke on Varsity Blues.
Hey, Coach, it's Meat Sauce. I'm pretty sure Hawk's crabs are back. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
He's itching.
Yeah, he is.
Well, sometimes I just need to shower. It's hot out here. Coach, do me a favor. I always wondered this. In fact, Max and I were talking about this in the last break. What noise do you make when you eat an Auntie Anne's pretzel?
You and me both, Coach.
Brilliant.
You and me
that was really good, Hawk.
both.
That was great.
Kevin, these guys get tired of it, but look, I'm trying to expand the Initials Game franchise. I have the board game. I have Initials Game Live. We do corporate gigs. And actually, I have 3 new ideas. I just don't have names for them. I would love to do initials, but like keynote speeches, maybe be like a guest professor at the University of Minnesota, or maybe even teach an online class to teach initial skills, but I need names.
The initial presentation, the initial teaching, the initial learning.
Got it. Okay.
Wow.
That's not
Those
bad.
are all okay.
Those aren't great names.
Wow, yeah, but nice for him to participate. I mean, that's right. Yeah.
Hey, Coach, Meat Sauce again. Why is Tommy always so amped at 5:30 when he gets here?
White lines.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Human cocaine doing cocaine.
Yeah, right. Interesting. Wow, man, something smells terrible in here. Hey, Coach, I heard that PA, Paul Allen, voice of the Vikings, popped out of a cake completely naked to celebrate Sam Darnold's positive MRI the other day.
Regardless of how I felt about it, I know Sam, probably very much appreciated that.
Oh.
I disagree. I don't think anybody wants, unless it's Erica Eleniak, I don't think we want PA hopping out of a cake.
No.
That's really gross. Coach, you know what's not gross is there is a an extremely attractive woman over there that looks like she's staring at both of us a little bit. I'm not trying to assume anything, but I think she just winked at both of us.
You know, we might be in a three-way situation.
I'm in.
Whoa.
I'm in if you are.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have guessed.
Hey, Coach, I heard you and Rosie went to the strip club after your big win. What were you guys looking for?
Three-way situation.
You should be concerned. You really should, Corey. You should be concerned. Look at yourself in the mirror today, would you?
By the way, what are the chances, we can do the math,
I know.
that we both picked to open with the rock joke and close with the three-way
Incredible.
joke?
Yeah. You know why? We're good listeners.
I got one more. You guys don't mind.
Go for it.
But I can't. I mean, this is something, Coach. There's something. Are you okay? Oh, my God, Coach. What are you?
I've got to get cleaned up.
Brilliant.
And scene.
That was excellent. Way to go, Hawk. That was funny.
Good ending, Hawk.
Thank you.
Now I'm depressed.
Why?
I just,
I'll
you
tell
and
you,
I
you gotta
think
look
too
himself
much
in the
alike.
mirror.
40% of our jokes were identical.
That's okay.
Again, mine were in English, but they still were the same punchlines. It's time for headlines brought to you by our friends at Wolf River Electric. Thanks to Wolf River Electric, you can go solar. Get some solar panels put on with
Thank
the.
You're welcome.
Solar partner of the Minnesota Vikings, even. Wolf River Electric.
Nice.
Yeah, they sure are. There's billboards all over the place. A man was shot and killed after a dispute over a jukebox song at a Mexican restaurant in Florida.
Sayonara, suckers.
Ow.
Pat!
Yeah, Pat.
Come on, man. A man is dead.
Not the snort.
Pat has no regard for human
None.
life.
He's had it.
Wow, Pat.
And there was something magical about a jukebox growing up.
Yeah, I know it. Don't rock the jukebox.
Yeah, you could, watch that thing like the arm pick the record or even in our days like the CD, and it was like a claw machine. It was cool.
Yeah.
Now it's just
cool.
all touch tunes or whatever it's called, or touch tones or tunes.
Touch
tunes.
Tunes,
Do it
tones.
from the phone.
Yeah,
Don't even have to go up there.
that's no fun.
Yeah, it was good to, had to out yourself for playing Juice Newton 3 times in a row.
Great song.
Really great.
Yeah. Is
Sauce.
that the Queen of Hearts?
You damn right.
Excellent song.
Sauce, experts in the United Kingdom are trying to figure out how a live toad ended up in a bag of salad from a grocery store.
Oh, God.
You love frogs. Do you also love toads?
Yeah, toads and frogs, yeah.
I
Both are
thought
fun.
you was a toad.
So is a toad technically your favorite animal as well?
Yeah, no, I may be backing myself into a corner with this sentence, but aren't they the same species?
You're the frog expert. You tell me.
Yes, they are.
My guess is, if there's a different name for a frog versus a toad, wouldn't there be a difference?
I don't know. You're the science guy.
It's not my favorite animal.
Yeah, I think they're different.
You love toads.
One has bumps on it, the other one doesn't. Kind of like Hawk's wiener.
Oh, jeez.
No, that is, I could sue you.
Parker, do you have a favorite animal?
You can't sue me because I'm right.
Top of your head, favorite animal.
Now I'm thinking of Hawk's wiener, so I'm a little
Is it more
An animal in its own right.
Finally,
Is your wiener
somebody
more
is.
frog-like or toad-like?
Who are you talking to?
You got to pay to find out. What do you think about somebody who would choose a frog as their favorite animal? Strange choice?
It's, everybody's got their own thing. Sauce probably likes amphibians.
I do, yeah.
So, yeah, I'd probably go with like a polar bear or like maybe a fox.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey.
I like that idea.
So what's the phrase when it comes to bears? It's something like
Lions and tigers and bears on
No,
mine.
it's in terms of your safety, right? I think it's like if it's brown, lie down.
Yeah.
If it's black, fight back. And if it's white, good night.
Yeah.
Right? Because the
You're
polar bear,
screwed.
you're screwed.
Yeah, polar bears are scary. I saw
Real
some videos. Yeah, some videos in Alaska of polar bears like attacking those big seals.
Jeez.
Stand no chance.
Yeah.
Polar bears are freaks.
Poor what's-her-face's ex-husband.
Yeah, what's her face? Oh, what's her face?
Yeah, he's talking about Seal and Heidi Klum.
Thank you, Hawk.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Hawk, I found you a gal in Iowa.
Oh, good. Give me your number.
A longtime waitress in Iowa died last year at 80.
Okay. Well, you're a little late, brother.
You're a good sport.
Yep, but there's two reasons. Two reasons why I think you would have loved her.
Okay.
Longtime waitress,
Love it.
right?
Yeah.
Probably really nice.
She probably called people honey.
Probably.
I like that.
Nothing better.
Yeah, I like that.
So she was 80, but again, a lifetime waitress. She left $1.3 million to various organizations in her town of Fort Dodge, so she was philanthropic at the end as well.
Love it.
Friends said she often worked 2 jobs, saved every penny, and loved her community.
Cool.
Her name?
Yeah, give it to me, baby.
Bonnie.
Are you kidding me?
Bonnie Barrett. We just talked about Bonnie's yesterday because we asked about Bonnie Raitt, and Sauce said, "Have you ever slayed a Bonnie?"
And he has.
This Bonnie was 80 and had
sister.
1.3 to give away when she died. That's a Bonnie you would have quote slayed.
Yeah. He has slayed a Bonnie.
We just talked about Bonnie yesterday.
That's weird.
And Bonnie's in the news today.
Yeah, man. And by the way, I watched Monkey Pit. What is the show?
Bad Monkey.
Bad Monkey?
Yeah.
There's a lady in that show named Bonnie, and that's where you got the question, I bet.
Yeah, that show is excellent.
It's pretty good. I'm 2 episodes in. I really like it.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I still only watched the first.
Vince
but
Vaughn's so good.
I love Vince Vaughn.
I do too.
You'll love it. It's classic Vince Vaughn.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's a very good show.
Thank you.
TSA stopped a 60-year-old guy in Hawaii bringing an airsoft pistol. Through security, they searched his bags. They also found a glass smoking pipe and 27 individual 1-inch Ziploc-type resealable packets of fentanyl.
My God.
Jesus,
He was about to have a weekend.
He was going to party.
He was organized, though.
I'm going on vacation.
What the hell is an airsoft pistol? I don't know guns.
It's like
Like a BB gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Similar, yeah.
They're the plastic BB guns, right?
Yeah. They got the little green ones. They're not like, I think the BBs are more like metal, but the airsoft ones are like plastic.
So what the hell? What's the point of bringing a gun like that on a plane?
Show who's boss.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
For profiling
Maybe you were a cowboy.
Yeah, I don't know. Try some fentanyl and shoot an airsoft gun.
Yeah.
See how you like it,
Should ask
Corey.
the fentanyl, not him.
Maybe he'd done so much fentanyl, he thought it was a real gun.
Yeah, take that, Corliss.
80% of consumers say they are not sure how they're supposed to store pineapples once they've cut them open.
The fridge.
Yeah. The weird part about
William
a grocery store is when you go in there and you're like, man, there should be like science done where like the people who buy like the full fruit.
This is taking forever.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I want to hear about the full fruit.
Yeah, full fruit versus the plastic cut up. Yeah.
Right.
The
Like,
fruit?
Yeah.
The fruit?
It's probably like the health
Like the
freaks
cut
that are
up
like
fruit is the most overpriced thing in the
and they have
entire store.
microplastics.
Is that right?
Probably.
I had no idea.
They're sitting in a plastic bin for a while.
Yeah.
Know it all.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's Corey.
Ben Stiller is your favorite guy. Ben Stiller is going to direct a pickleball movie called The Dink.
He's pretty good.
Stars Jake Johnson, Mary Steenburgen, and Ed Harris. Ben Stiller and Andy Roddick will play supporting roles.
Who would be the best pickleball player here?
Parrish.
Okay, Parrish isn't here.
Parrish would find a way to be good at it.
You're
No.
40 feet tall.
I think Max.
You think so?
You got good hand-eye?
Yeah, I got I gamed a little bit. I got a little good hand-eye. I think I could do it.
Hawk, you ever play pickleball?
No, man.
All right.
I don't like pickles.
How about balls?
Time to time.
Wow. What's your deal?
We should do it. We should start a pickleball league.
Yeah.
It looks fun. I love tennis.
Good.
Never played pickleball.
Yeah.
Disney Plus is officially cracking down on password sharing starting this week. They'll let you add one new member for your account. It costs an additional $6.99 a month for basic Disney Plus, $9.99 for Disney Plus Premium. So, like everybody else, they're cracking down on password sharing.
Wow.
So dumb.
It is dumb.
We're going to pirate it.
We'll find a way.
So I think I'm at the end of. I'm very close to canceling Disney Plus because the little one's now 10 and a half. She's not watching Disney movies anymore, right?
Yeah.
She's kind of done with that. I don't care at all about the Marvel stuff. I've seen all of the Star Wars movies a billion times, and I'm not into the Star Wars shows. I think I'm done with Disney Plus.
The Greatest Showman. I can do that movie once a week.
That's a good show.
Really?
It's a good show, man.
I've never seen
I like
it.
that dude, man.
Really?
Speaking of Wolverine.
Never seen it.
Oh, I
It's
think
good.
it's the best.
Dude's good, man. Sad, man. He
Yeah.
kicks his lady to the curb. It ain't nice.
Tough life.
Yeah, it's a tough
sad,
life.
man.
I do like the one when the I don't know how to say this.
Just try.
Just try.
Well, I mean, she's part of the part of the circus show, and she's the large lady.
Oh, yeah.
and
The
she
bearded
sings that
lady?
song.
The bearded lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. She can sing.
She
Yeah.
sings her
Would
favorite
ya?
off. 100%. I like the feel of fur on my face.
Oh my God. What's wrong with you?
The carpets match your
I
dreams.
don't mind a girl with a beard. What? So what? I'll say it. I ain't scared.
I don't mind a girl with a beard.
So what?
Yeah, like Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston's Los Angeles home was swatted.
Oh, no.
That happens
Really?
all the time now, I guess, to celebrities. That's like the new thing. Not really new, but it's a...
Happens to streamers a lot, too.
Yeah. That's not cool. Leave her alone. She's an American treasure.
What?
So what if the morning show's greatly overrated?
Hey, we're
Ours
on
is
it.
too.
Oh, brilliant.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Shania Twain tonight hosts the People's Choice Country Awards.
Oh, nice.
Well, they get their own.
That was just for Chris.
Yeah, I like her.
Shania Twain.
Huck will watch it. I
She's
don't
a
know.
very good
Is
singer.
Matlock on tonight? Are you going to be watching that?
I have it on DVR.
Not the Matlock you're expecting, though. This is Madeline Matlock.
Of course.
Completely different.
Yeah.
You mean like the TV character? Not at all.
Have you? How good is High Potential with the lady from Always Sunny?
Okay, listen, that show's real good. It is. It's real good. It's getting. Look at the ratings, you JOs. Look at the ratings. It's really good. I know it's on regular TV. That doesn't mean it's bad.
Have you watched Rescue High Surf?
Duh.
How's that?
It's really intense and scary.
Yeah.
And they have to rescue people from high surf.
Yeah.
Which gets intense.
When does Chicago Fire start?
It's been on for years.
This would be great for Parker. Parker, you were...
Parker.
my Boston accent.
Come on, Parker. Where's those pictures of Spider-Man, Parker?
Amazon is reportedly close to greenlighting a RoboCop series. That'll do it for your generation, right? RoboCop.
That does nothing for me.
Man.
Didn't they already try to reboot that? Not that long ago?
What are they doing?
I think RoboCop's in one of the Mortal Kombats.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Is he really?
Yeah. They're starting to put random characters in there now.
That timing works out? I guess it kind of does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Today is one of 5, I think, but it's the second one of the year. It's National Pancake Day. Remember how we talked that there's 4 or 5 different ones, and every one of the pancake spots takes advantage of all of them? Why not?
Yeah.
National Pancake Day.
What's the best addition to a pancake?
Just powdered sugar.
Yeah.
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream is
Melted
good.
butter.
Yeah.
Chocolate
butter,
chips.
just butter and
I
syrup.
like pouring syrup on it,
Blueberries.
yeah.
Blueberry pancakes
Blueberry
are
or
10
pumpkin?
out of 10.
Or chocolate chip. What are you taking?
There's not a better pancake in the planet than the Alice Breakfast
Al's
blueberry
breakfast
pancake.
blueberry pancake. Unbelievable.
It's 100
Whatever
out
they're
of 100.
doing over there,
Yeah.
they got to keep doing it because that
They make them for
blueberry-
the Lord.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's a good pancake.
Yes, it is.
All right,
Son of a bitch.
Parker, I'm going to start with you, but then obviously Max and Zach can jump in on this because they're young.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Zach, relax.
Here's some new dating trends, and I haven't heard of any of these, but tell me if these are phrases that you and your generation are familiar with.
Hey, look at here.
What is yap trapping?
Oh, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Max, you got that one?
I don't know. I know the yap has been a big thing. Maybe
Yeah, like
just
you're yapping.
talking to someone into doing something. I don't know. I have no idea what a yap trap
I
is.
guess yap trapping is when somebody just talks about themselves on a first date and doesn't ask the other person questions.
Oh.
That's yap trapping. You're in a yap trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
That
been there.
works.
Yeah, I've definitely been there before.
49% of singles say they have dated a yap trapper.
For sure.
Max, were you the yap trapper? Or were
No,
you
I
being
was.
yap
I was
trapped?
not. I retired from trapping actually, but
whoa.
no, I was not the. I was the yap trappee.
Oh, how'd it go?
Not well. It happens a lot on dating apps. Actually, it's hard to find the balance. You got to kind of overshare because you don't necessarily really know each other, but you can't. It can't be one sided. You know, like everybody's got to be willing to play the game.
Yap
How about this
trapping
one?
Your own pace.
It sounds like it should be one thing, but it's not. Do you guys know what freak matching is?
Somebody gonna match my freak.
Match my freak.
Yeah.
Kind of, but not quite.
Okay.
Not that kind of freak. It's just connecting with somebody over shared quirks or general weirdness.
Oh.
So like you're, I don't know.
Yeah, what? Saucy, let's say you
Not
do an example
bedroom
here.
weirdness. I think it's just general weirdness.
What happened?
Like you like D&D.
Freak matching.
Sauce was watching ESPN. He checked out. What is grim keeping?
It's
Mike?
when you kidnap the voice of the Gopher football and basketball teams.
Brilliant.
Grim
keeping.
Grim?
Do actual real humans use these words?
I don't know. I
I've
guess
never-
this is a thing, though.
Not like a secret thing?
Grim keeping is bonding with someone over your darker side or shared dislikes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how you and I met, Cor.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna stay away from the grim keepers.
Yeah, Hawk's not.
Last one. Being smutton, SMUTTEN.
Hey.
If you're being smutton, you fantasize about things from shows or movies happening in real life.
Oh.
It's also called escapism. And avoiding your problems in reality.
Fan fiction.
Ooh.
Mutton.
What would you make that noise for?
Yeah, why'd you do that?
No, I was just saying. Fanfic.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I like fan fiction.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah, sometimes it's real good.
There's some good ones.
What is
good?
It's when somebody like if they take like let's say you were a big fan of Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
And you took but like your favorite character was Matt Damon's character. You wrote an entire movie or book or story based on his character. And you
that's
create it up,
sweet.
but it's his character, but you create the whole thing and then you post it online, people get to read it.
That's cool.
That's how 50 Shades of Grey it started. It was Twilight fan fiction.
That's right. I forgot
Aren't you
about
supposed
that.
to read that to somebody in a bathtub?
Yeah, the voice of the Vikings once told me that I should run a bath for my wife, pour her a glass of wine, and then sit right outside of the bathtub and then read her 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh,
His
wow.
exact quote was, "She will love it."
Sounds like Allen keeping.
Was he right?
Yeah, was he right? Did it work?
I told him, "You don't know my wife very well. She would hate that." And he goes, "She would love it."
I remember, Sauce, you tried that. Remember? And then you saw Cal just slowly put her head under the water for like 3 minutes.
It's actually the opposite. That's not true. The joke was funny, but that's not true. She actually sat up in the bathtub and goes, "You can read?"
Oh.
I knew that was...
You can read.
Get it? Because like you were reading the book.
Yeah, well,
to her.
why don't you? Never mind.
No, please finish it.
Nope. I like this job.
Sauce, honestly, though, the beauty of you having a son on the way is think of how much fun you're going to have reading the books.
Yeah.
Easy reads.
And relearning.
100%.
Yeah. I'm not bright.
One fish,
Yes,
two
you
fish,
are.
red fish, blue fish, right?
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
You're
The
bright.
places you're going to go.
You're a bright sun in the sky, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because I block it out.
No, because you're a good man.
Well, that's nice of you.
You're going to be a
Hugs,
good
Danny.
daddy.
I appreciate that. I
You're
can't wait.
welcome.
Yeah, right around the corner.
I like your daddy's my daddy.
Ugh.
A lot of daddy speak going on.
75.
Daddy trapping.
Will you let Taylor and Parker babysit if necessary?
Yeah.
You trust Parker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Zacho?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about Zach? Would you let
Sure, of
Zach
course.
babysit?
Zach was a kind soul.
Would you let Max babysit?
Of
He once
course.
got John Bonus's dog high.
Yeah, of course.
The dog got itself high.
That's what you're going to say
technically.
about Paul Jr. Paul Jr. ate those gummies.
Paul Jr. is stoned.
It's
Don't
like
blame me.
saucy.
Yeah.
The sweet, sweet ganja.
Yeah.
See?
That's it.
Would you
Yeah.
let Pat
ganja from the
and, would you
ganja
let Pat
jar.
and Mim watch your
Of
kid?
course.
What about Barrero?
Sure.
What about Paul Allen with a bathtub and a glass of wine?
You are cutting out.
Well, here's the all-time one. Would you let Mark Rosen babysit?
Yes, because my dad would be there.
Trick question. He can't. He's going to be in Los Angeles.
He's at the Lynx game.
Oh, what? When?
Yeah, he's going to be at the Wolves-Lakers opener, so he can't babysit.
Like in October?
Does Max know this?
Max, sorry, man. You're going to have to babysit for Sauce because Rosie's going to be in Los Angeles.
Dang it. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Parker, you're the best, dude.
Love you guys, man.
I love you, Parker.
Love you more.
I would put you on the big screen and say, this guy's famous.
Aw, that's so kind.
He's cute, too.
Tomorrow,
Thanks.
5:30 to 9, we're back. Initials back to normal. $74,500 up for grabs. Check that out at 8:15. But tomorrow, I think it's the normal group, right? I assume Creasel's back.
That's right.
Marnie, Parrish, the Charts Challenge.
Yeah, we'll make that announcement tomorrow, too.
Make the announcement
Yeah.
tomorrow. Lots going on tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. I think Mr. Z as well. 9 to noon is next. See you tomorrow.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abba Dabba. Love you.
KFAN, Toten.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
Basement.
From the gas pumps in Granite Falls to the ice chest in Isanti, the Minnesota Lottery's Viking scratch game is here. These are the concrete coliseums where we challenge chance and chase glory, where we pursue our passion and dare to dream. These are the stadiums where we come to play. Get in the game.
Tasting, drink,